Welcome back to Will Rev. When a brand like Kawasaki updates one of its most talked about small displacement supersports, expectations get high, and the 2026 Ninja ZX-4 feels like the kind of upgrade built specifically for riders who want big performance in a compact package. Today on Will Rev, we're taking a deep dive into this new machine, a bike that continues the legendary high-revving inline-four formula that made the earlier ZX-4R such a standout, but refined in ways that make the 2026 model sharper, smoother, and more aggressive than ever. Right away, the heart of the ZX-4 shows why this bike is special. Kawasaki keeps its 399 cubic centimeters inline-four platform but improves breathing efficiency with redesigned intake flow, a slightly revised valve profile, and lighter internal components. This helps the engine spin more freely and respond more instantly when you crack open the throttle. The rev ceiling still pushes past 16,000 RPM, and that signature sound, the rising wail that feels more like a miniature superbike than a standard 400, remains one of the bike's biggest emotional draws. The power sits in the mid-60 horsepower range, but the delivery is what steals the spotlight. You don't just accelerate on this bike, you build momentum with a rising crescendo that makes even moderate speeds feel exciting. Kawasaki didn't leave the handling untouched. The 2026 suspension calibration is firmer at the front with improved rebound control, helping the bike stay composed during fast corner entries. The rear shock gets a slightly stiffer spring and updated damping for better stability when leaning deep or powering out of a curve. The chassis maintains its lightweight, centralized feel, and even though the wet weight sits under 190 kilograms, the ZX-4 still rides like a feather when you flick it side to side. It encourages aggressive cornering, making twisty roads feel like a playground and track sessions feel even more natural. Braking performance complements that agility. Dual 290mm discs up front with radial mount calipers give strong bite without being harsh, and the updated ABS reacts faster and more intelligently, especially during quick transitions between braking zones. Electronics receive a meaningful bump as well. You get multi-level traction control, power modes, and a significantly cleaner 5-inch TFT screen with improved visibility in bright sunlight. Kawasaki's phone connectivity app has also been refined, allowing riders to track ride stats, maintenance logs, and route history more seamlessly. The design is where many riders will immediately notice the upgrades. The front fairing adopts sharper, more aerodynamic lines inspired by the ZX-6R, with slimmer LED headlights that give the bike a predatory look. The side vents are reshaped to channel heat more effectively away from the rider and engine, and the tail section is cleaner and more sculpted, giving the bike a more premium, race-ready aesthetic. The bodywork sits slightly narrower, which not only helps with airflow but also gives riders a more compact, tucked riding position during spirited rides. New color schemes like Kawasaki's metallic green, black, and a stealth matte gray give the 2026 model a modern visual identity. Comfort and ergonomics also see tweaks. Kawasaki lowers the clip-ons just a touch for a more aggressive riding stance, but it still avoids the extreme discomfort that plagues some supersports. The seat padding has been reworked for better long ride endurance, and the footpeg position balances sport and practicality well enough for daily commuting. Even the switchgear has been refreshed with a sturdier, more premium feel. One standout selling point of the ZX-4 remains its unique position in the motorcycle market. There simply aren't many small displacement inline-four supersports anymore. Kawasaki is essentially carrying the flag for riders who crave that old-school high-revving sensation without jumping into the 600 cubic centimeters class. For new riders, it offers a level of excitement and sound you can't get from a twin or single. For experienced riders, it's a lightweight machine that punches above its class with track-worthy precision and a soundtrack that never gets old. Kawasaki also introduces a factory performance pack for riders who want extra flair right from the showroom. It includes an upgraded quick shifter, lighter slip-on muffler, adjustable levers, and basic crash protection. This reduces the need for aftermarket hunting and gives riders a more direct path to a sportier feel. Price is always a big question, and Kawasaki keeps the ZX-4 in an attractive zone. The 2026 model comes in at around $9,599, making it one of the most performance-packed motorcycles under the $10,000 line. When you consider the engine character, electronics package, premium styling, and the uniqueness of an inline-four in this class, the value is hard to beat. In the end, the 2026 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-4 stands as a reminder that motorcycles aren't just about numbers or specs, they're about emotion. This bike captures that feeling effortlessly. It's lightweight, thrilling, stylish, and built for riders who want something truly different. Whether you're carving up mountain roads, hitting weekend track days, or simply enjoying the soundtrack on a late-night ride through the city, this machine is designed to deliver joy every time the revs climb. If you're looking for a compact supersport that blends modern tech with classic Kawasaki spirit, the 2026 ZX-4 is absolutely worth the attention.